What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over day whatever it is of my 14 videos or series specifically for all of the new weapons and gear that we get to take advantage of in Title Update 4 thanks to Gogmazios and the Gogma-Artian set. Today, we are going over my Gogma-Artian Hammer. Now, this hammer is absolutely ludicrous. The reason this hammer is so good is because you get to take advantage of so many different skills now. With the Gogma-Artian system, you are able to take advantage of set bonus skills that you wouldn't normally be able to. The thing about it is that those set bonus skills can get really crazy when you combine certain synergies together. In this one, we have Omega Resonance and Lord Soul. Omega Resonance is the Omega gear stating when the quest starts, as long as it's in multiplayer, local and remote resonance alternate, increasing attack or affinity. Affinity is going to be purple circle. Everybody in the purple circle is going to give you, at least if someone is in there, it's going to give you increased affinity. And remote, whenever you have a red circle, everybody outside that red circle, as long as there's nobody in your circle, are going to give you the attack bonus. Okay? Now, the reason we are rocking that over some of the other beneficial ones is because you are able to get away with everything with Omega. Especially because when you are fighting a monster like Gogmazios, Gogmazios is huge. In fact, most of the time I found myself nowhere near some of my friends when we were fighting it. Okay? And in fact, when I was fighting with the support hunters, when I was farming all this out for the different gear pieces, I was barely near anybody the entire time. Meaning, Omega Resonance is really easy to take advantage of. On top of that, you have Lord Soul, which means if you wanted to adjust the build, you could have Guts. Ideally, at least for me, you only need Omega Resonance, okay? As well as the Reinforcement bonus. Reinforcement bonus is what I would deem as the best possible set. Attack boost, almost the best set. Attack boost, sharpness, attack, and affinity. For me, I would do attack boost, sharpness, attack, and then one affinity. But nonetheless, beggars can't be choosers. I was pretty happy with this roll. I had no reason to keep farming it out because there are so many builds that I've had to make. Once I saw something I was happy with, I rolled with it so I didn't have to keep going. That or I'd save reset so I didn't have to worry about it. So, it's a good thing I screenshotted all of the builds. Anyways, next up, we're going to take a look at the armor. The armor we are looking at is the Guardian Fulgur Anjanath pieces. The reason for that is the Guardian Fulgur Anjanath has Second Wind. Second Wind is going to give us an additional stamina gauge. But because we have it on our Gogmazios Van Braces, and we have this, the 1, 2, 3 piece, we're able to get the 4-piece bonus. 4-piece bonus is really nice because you get not 1, but 2 of those extra stamina gauges. And on something like Hammer, you really get to take advantage of it because it lets you charge up and still have all of the bonuses or benefits as something like Maximum Might, which is a huge affinity booster. Super nice. Lastly, we have my Golden Age charm. This rolled, at least for me, with Focus 3 and Quick Sheath. I've showed this charm a couple of times. When I first got it, my brain immediately went to Greatsword. However, you can also use it for Hammer. At least in the case of a Golden Age charm for you guys, all you need is 1 offensive deco, 1 defensive deco, or so 1 weapon, 1 armor one, and then I would say as long as you have Focus. Focus level 3 is really important, and that's because Hammer really needs to charge up a lot of its attacks, and even in just the 15% charge up faster is really nice. Okay, next up, we're going to take a look at the armor. The armor, we have Challenger, and that's it. The reason for that is because we wanted to make sure that Agitator was maxed out. Next up is we have 1, 2, 3 Sprinter Jewels. You're probably asking yourself, Sniper, why in the world would you use Sprinter Jewels? Marathon Runner is typically only used for dual blades and bow. Well, truth be told, Marathon Runner is actually really good with Hammer. And the reason for it is because it is going to reduce the amount of stamina you use by 50% when you are charging up. Meaning, not only do you have an extra long stamina gauge, but you're also losing it even slower than when you would normally be losing it, meaning you get to take full advantage of Maximum Might. Okay. Next up is we have our Mighty Jewel here. This is to cap out Maximum Might. Then we have a refresh jewel specifically for stamina surge, because when we do have a little less than max stamina, we want to make sure that it comes back immediately. Okay, you see where I'm getting with this? This entire build is built around infinite stamina, so you can always be charge attacking with your hammer, doing crazy amounts of damage. Next up is we have Destroyer Jewel, 3 Counter Jewels, and then an Expert Jewel. Counter is just going to give us Counter Strike. Expert Jewel is going to give us the little extra affinity bonus that we are looking for. Affinity typically isn't something you're going to want a massive crazy amount of. However, when you break it down, Critical Eye is really, really good again. The reason for it is because you are always going to be looking for an attack-focused role. Attack-focused roles naturally will have less affinity on them because it's the counteract. You have more attack for less affinity. Expert Jewel balances that out and actually takes you up a little higher because you will naturally have more affinity. And then when you mix it with something like Charge Up, you will do additional damage with your charge attacks. Those charge attacks are super, super important because while you are sitting there managing your stamina, charging your attacks, you are getting extra stun value and more damage out of each of them. And it stacks with Slugger, meaning on top of the fact that you are charging your attacks with more stamina, you are getting more stun power, and top of the fact that Slugger is making it easier for you to stun these monsters. Overall, it's a nice little circle that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So let's go ahead and take a look. Training settings, turn these on. Agitator, Coalescence, we'll go ahead and just leave off because it doesn't matter. But with Agitator active, you can see 270 raw attack, 63% affinity. And unfortunately, you can see the little lines over on the side. That is Omega Resonance activating. We don't actually get to take full advantage of it because we are by ourselves here in the training range. But you can see here, I have been charging this. You can see the stamina gauge just sitting there because it does not matter. You are able to one roll with ease. We can do the Charge Big Bang attack. And look at how fast our stamina comes back, thanks to how Stamina Surge works. So not only are we losing less stamina, but we were able to take full advantage of the fact that you're able to just do a crazy amount of stun damage. Right there, there's the stun already, okay? Extra stun value on top of the fact that we have plenty of stamina management skills to make it just even easier to stay on the forefront of the monster. This build is really, really nice, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Just because you can see here, we haven't even came close to running out of stamina because by the time we start charging back up for the next attack, it's already back. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my stun lock hammer build. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It has been a lot of fun, truth be told. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. We've got a couple weapons left, but I'm tapped out for recording for the day. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are as interested in Title Update 4 as I am, don't forget that I stream most nights over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SnyperSama. Thank you all for coming and watching. I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough and want to hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.